The Starbucks story, from humble beginnings to global coffee empire. It was 1971, a time when the world was yet to discover its true love for coffee. In the heart of Seattle's historic Pike Place Market, three visionaries, Jerry Baldwin, a English teacher, Zeev Siegel, a history teacher, and Gordon Boker, a writer, dared to. Their dream wasn't to create the iconic Starbucks we know today, but something far simpler: to bring high-quality coffee beans and equipment to the people of Seattle. The humble beginnings. The trio, inspired by coffee entrepreneur Alfred Peet of Peet's Coffee and Tea fame, pooled together $1,350 of their own money and took out loans to make up the $5,000 they needed to. Starbucks Coffee, Tea, and Spice was born. Their store didn't sell brewed coffee. Instead, it focused on beans, a variety of tea blends, and coffee-making equipment. But why coffee? Boker, one of the co-founders, once explained, "If you love something and it's not readily available, you try to create it for yourself." And they did just that. Their goal was simple yet profound: to elevate coffee to an art form. The name Starbucks was inspired by Starbuck, the first mate in Herman Melville's Moby Dick, evoking the romance of the high seas and the allure of adventure. The original logo, a siren, was a nod to the seductive pull of the sea and, perhaps, the irresistible lure of good coffee. Enter Howard Schultz, the visionary. In 1981, a young man named Howard Schultz walked into the Pike Place store, curious about why the tiny shop was buying so many drip coffee makers. Schultz, then 28, was struck by the passion of the owners and the exceptional quality of the coffee. He joined Starbucks in 1982 as director of retail operations, and a pivotal moment came in 1983 when Schultz traveled to Italy. He experienced the vibrant cafe culture of Milan. The espresso bars weren't just places to grab a quick coffee, they were bustling social hubs, exuding warmth and Schultz returned to Seattle, brimming with excitement, pitching the idea of transforming Starbucks into a cafe style. The founders, however, didn't share Schultz's. They feared it would compromise their mission of selling high-quality beans. Schultz left Starbucks in 1985 to start Il Giornale, his own coffeehouse chain, inspired by the Italian motto, a bold acquisition. By 1987, the original founders decided to sell Starbucks, and Schultz, backed by local investors, he purchased the company for $3.8. Starbucks was reborn, not as a store that sold coffee beans, but as a place that sold an experience. Schultz's dream of replicating Italian coffee culture was finally taking struggles and breakthroughs. The transformation wasn't without its struggles. In its early years, Starbucks operated at a loss, with Schultz pouring every ounce of his energy into the business. He even took bold risks, like introducing Starbucks in unfamiliar markets and convinced investors that people would pay premium prices for coffee. The breakthrough came in the early 1990s. Starbucks expanded rapidly, opening stores in 1992. The company went public with 140 outlets and a valuation of $271 million. Key milestones on the journey. 1990, Starbucks opened its first. 1996, the first Starbucks outside North America opened in Tokyo, the start of its global expansion. 2000, Schultz stepped down as CEO, focusing on global strategy, across $2 billion in annual revenue. 2008, during the financial crisis, Schultz returned as CEO, the company focusing on core values, innovation, and customers. 2018, Starbucks opened its first store in Italy, bringing the journey full circle, current turnover and global presence. Fast forward to today, Starbucks is a global coffee juggernaut with over 35,000 stores in its annual revenue in 2023 was approximately $35 billion, with the company's stock is a mainstay of the S&P 500 and its iconic green siren logo is recognized worldwide. The emotional core of Starbucks. At its heart, Starbucks is more than a coffee shop. It's a third place between home and work, a space where people connect, recharge, and dream. Schultz often said, "We're not in the coffee business serving people, we're in the people business serving coffee," a legacy of dreams and perseverance. The story of Starbucks is one of passion, bold ideas, and relentless determination. From a single store in Seattle to an empire that redefined the way the world drinks coffee, it's a reminder that dreams, no matter how big, can come true with the right blend of vision, courage, and hard work. And to think, it all started with a simple cup of coffee.